So your speaker, the House Speaker, says that it's time for you guys in the Democratic Party, you gentlemen and ladies, to get serious about doing your job. What has prevented you from being serious about getting things done?
You know, Speaker Boehner is speaking for his caucus, which has really failed. Every bill that has come over from the Senate side has been dead on arrival, whether it was immigration or fairness in internet sales tax. All of these measures coming over from the Senate are literally wilting here because the committee system on the House side is unwilling to take these measures up. So I think he is looking through a different lens.
Well, your colleagues on the other side of the aisle actually do have an idea that they want to put forward, and it would ease sequestration. A couple of members of the Republican House caucus, they would like to ease sequestration by cutting Social Security. Is that the kind of seriousness that Americans are looking for out of Congress? Or, in a way, should Americans be kind of glad they're not getting a lot done because that's the kind of thing they want to do?
Well, good point. But that is, in my view, dead on arrival, both among Democrats and in the Senate. To somehow say we want to ease sequestration so we can line the pockets of defense contractors, and by the way, we're going to do it on the backs of senior citizens in this country, is just an anathema to me, and I think to most people in this country generally, and certainly the Democrats in the House and the Senate.
And meanwhile, Congresswoman, neoconservative commentator Bill Kristol, he's been on the airwaves, including here on MSNBC, touting a seemingly secret plan, a Paul Ryan plan that would replace the Affordable Care Act. Can you give us any intel on what that secret plan is?
I think it's so secret that it hasn't been developed yet. I think the Republicans have, since we passed the Affordable Care Act back in 2010, they have talked about just repeal. Then they said repeal and replace, but then they had nothing to replace it with. So it is really a bottomless pit of ideas that never seem to come to the surface in the Republican caucus. And I think it's because they really don't want to have a solution for those who have been uninsured, the 45 million Americans who are uninsured. That is not who they seek to represent, and they're not interested in finding a way to provide them with health insurance. But mind you, all of us end up paying when the 45 million are uninsured because the cost of our premiums skyrocket when the uncompensated care is paid for by the hospitals and the insurers. So we're all in this boat together, and we've got to find a way to not have it sink. And the Affordable Care Act is a way of creating an individual mandate for everyone, so everyone has health insurance, like everyone's supposed to carry auto insurance. And in that setting, then we can spread the risk and we can keep the premiums low.
And, you know, to the point you just made, Congresswoman, about Republicans not wanting to represent the constituency that doesn't have health care, I want to talk to you quickly about an example in your own state. Republicans in your state have published this guidebook. It's a guide to navigating health care. But in it are sort of loaded language like healthy adults visit the doctor very seldom and are money makers for insurers. And it's got this description of a penalty rather than a subsidy calculator for it. Have these attempts to undermine the law, have they had any impact on the law's success in California?
Actually, not at all. California is a great example where if states take on the responsibility of developing their own website, it has worked extremely well. We have close to 400,000 who are now enrolled. What we see is that young people are enrolling consistent with their number in the population. So in California, we're seeing some very good results in terms of the Affordable Care Act working. But to your point, whether it's the Republican in California or the insurance commissioner in Georgia who's a Republican, their whole game plan, their playbook is all about obstructing. And the insurance commissioner in Georgia went so far as to say, I am the obstructionist, and I will do everything in my power as the insurance commissioner of Georgia to make sure that the Affordable Care Act doesn't work. Well, when you're dealing with people that are trying to tear down what we're trying to create, you can see that it makes it somewhat more challenging. But we will not just survive in this environment. We will see people thriving with new health insurance, with the kinds of opportunities to get preventative care so they stay healthy, all of which is going to serve all of us very well in the future.
All right, Congresswoman Jackie Speier, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, coming up.